Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Texas A&M's offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have been proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. What a catch along the right sideline as he makes a huge play.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. So Ole Miss offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Gets it out fast. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Reed. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. The throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the hands because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Working that left side. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Got his man. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him.
Trying to beat the D deep. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the move. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the tight end. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Rebels!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going for the big play. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Aggies. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, we knew coming into this one, guys, the offense wanted to get this guy the ball. I had no idea it was going to be like this, though. We're not even done the first quarter. He already has over 100 yards receiving.
Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got out of trouble and throws. Snagged out of the air. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Ole Miss!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Back to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete to the right. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Running back searching for a hole.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. The defense just gives back its mini victory of forcing the field goal try with the roughing the kicker penalty, and now they'll have to come up with a stop in the red zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Oh, they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense got him at the 27. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Bringing the heat. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense...
Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. He's running free down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. All wideouts, no bats. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Lost to fire on second down. Finds his tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. End off from the shotgun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5. Send the tight end in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Absolutely center cut. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Making side adjustments here. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He wants to take the top off. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gives it on the option. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Makes a move. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time.
And every year there's exciting new freshman to look at and talk about and pump up, and this guy got a lot of that pump, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams, you can see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Pocket breaking down. Breaks into the open. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Takes a hit as he fires. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Looking for the first down. Texas A&M lines up on 4th. They'll go to the air. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game.
Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week. But this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Navy. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. He's at the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the heat. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Might be calling a hot route. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll start this drive firing. He's going for a big play downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Rebels. He has been surgical. Precision passing. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Defense might bring the house here. Going right to work up top. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosive. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. A full dive to haul that one in. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time.
He tries to take the top off. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The RPO, it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point was good. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Fakes to grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Quick release by the QB. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. He's got an open man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel...
Makes the catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He's looking to pass. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been...
Unloads it downfield. And here's the third interception of the night. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll run it from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run play action. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Rebels! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try to capitalize on this field position.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. His field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Motion from the wideout. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Going deep. He's got it on the left. Off and running. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Here on third down. Defense looks as if it's coming. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gonna let it fly. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Final play of the quarter coming. Running it to the right. Got room on the return. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He gets a block, and he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. The toss sweep to the right. Got a little space. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
Offense facing fourth down.
They'll run for it. Got the first down. Looking for more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Going to swing it on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now facing a third and long.
Oftentimes defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
I've spent time with a lot of coaches when you got a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and they say run the football and run the clock out. And I've seen a lot of other coaches that say, listen, they get paid to stop us. It's their job to try to stop us. And apparently,
hauls it in, the first down and more. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you can tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man down the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Rebels in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And now on second down for this offense. Here's the handoff. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they'll just down it right there.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at him.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Out of the backfield, he's open. There he goes. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. They'll go to the ground. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
It's a seam run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He wants to change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on second down. He'll take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Bunch formation for these receivers. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that. But they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And it'll be down right there.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. And you can tell they caught up with it and forced the fumble.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll move the wide receiver. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now on second down after the incompletion. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
Third down coming up.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he throws another interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Texas A&M.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Fires into the end zone. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter.